Oh, it's already going. Crap. Yeah, I'm here to tell you guys, sorry for not uploading any actual videos right now. I've gotten sick. It's, from the way I've been feeling, it's the early stages of walking pneumonia, whatever you want to call it, bloody mess. For those who don't know what it is, basically it's a cold that moves into your lungs. It's early stages, so I'm not dying like I used to. I had this mess before, back in 2012. I was out of school for about a whole month. As sweet as that sounds, let me tell you, it wasn't great. About the longest amount of sleep I had was 1 second. And I have yet another problem that came back. So I'm definitely not going to be on playing no basketball for a while again. Can't believe that mess started so freaking soon. And as you can see, I'm going for a slightly more of a goatee look. I gotta trim it up and make it neat, but when you're sick, who got time for that besides sleep? You can't see because of my headphones, but on both sides I trimmed it to try and get it off my ears. Save myself $10, so I gotta go to Mr. Bryan's and get a haircut. Because at Westland, hair has to be away from the eyes, off the ears, off the back collar. It's actually like this from me messing up. I was using the mechanical shaver or whatever you want to call it in my bathroom. I somehow did not think about the fact that I didn't put the black clip-on thing back on it. So I was like, too short, too short. Not what I was going for. Not what I was going for. Stupid, stupid, stupid. All right, move on. Yeah, and after that, I asked my mom for advice for what to do. Do the other side, make it, that'll even it out. At one point, I just went and just like trimmed around. I don't know how well you guys saw, since I'm in the living room, and the most light in here is the TV, and coming from the kitchen. Like I said, sorry to say I got sick on you guys. Some water. And on mom's advice, I better change that cup out. I've been using it for about near a week. Ow! And what's one thing I've done to pass my time while I've been sick? Well, of course I'm watching TV. But when my mom's not in the room, I try and, especially when she's not in the house, I try and play some games. Some video games. Why? Because I've watched so many episodes of what I record on the DVR, and there ain't nothing to watch on TV. I'm about to go insane. Stir crazy, if you will. That's my left eye. Why? Left eye, why? I still like how it's coming along. Well, it's just, oh yeah. Reason why I especially want to do it when mom's not in the room. She has a thing where If you're well enough to play video games, you're well enough to do schoolwork. I can be on my deathbed, I'm pretty sure I can still play video games. Okay, laptop. YouTube is already gonna make this video darker as hell. Don't make it even harder for them to see me. My former pale ass face. I used to have a very white face. I got sunburned so many times, it just stopped turning completely white. Same thing about my forearms. Yeah, and why? That's my heart bothering me. Why? Sorry about that. Okay, looks like everything's going. Laptop still has battery power. I'm not. I can't really have this laptop hooked up, well, to a charger anymore because for whatever reason, it'll just turn itself off for no reason whatsoever. I could charge it when I'm not using it, which means when I do long videos, that's going to be a sheer pain in my ass. Taking I do like an hour-long video, and granted, I have to do a lot of editing. And by editing, this is all I do. Like I've explained before, I go to the little thing there and record my audio through my laptop. Well, because I'm supposed to hook my mic up to the capture card, but I don't have a hard drive that fits perfectly. It's either too big or too big. Sorry again about that. What the bloody? Oh, it's what's new, Scooby Doo? Ow, legs were starting to lock up. And when you're 6'4", that ain't a good thing. 6'4" for those who are not really familiar. Sorry if I'm grossing you guys out. I felt like something was growing on my tongue. Also, one of my former classmates told me I can make some women very happy. I questioned that. I'm not Gene freaking Simmons from the Family Guy episode. I'm currently listening to music right now. And I am listening to... Yeah, this was a horrible idea. At the end there, I could see it. You guys could see a little bit of it. It is Sick of It by Skillet on the album Rise. Good song. I also have Rise. I just don't like the very end of it. Rise in revolution. Rise. Rise. Moving on. Also, bloody, what was this thing say in right? This past Thursday, well, Wednesday, my friends Jasper and Sky called me. Said they're going to visit me Thursday. Guess what? They didn't. Friday, they said they're going to visit. They didn't. I just text those boys, and I don't mean like I just did. I mean, and after that, I just text those boys saying, don't say you're going to come by if you ain't. Because I have a thing where if someone says they're going to do something and they just what already failed doing something, like I said, they said they're going to visit me. They already didn't do that twice. Quit it. Like I said, they already failed, or they just didn't do it twice. That's just for right now. He says, "How you feeling?" Still not no good. I almost spelled still not hood. Then again, this phone with my big thumb and my big thumbnail. So I can get the throats of whoever tries to fight me. Really, it's pretty much a prop I do now. But for real, this fingernail's freaking hard. I actually about to cut my finger with it. So yeah, there's that. That's just aggravating me right now. Those boys mean well, but any better or worse? Well, at least I didn't hack up anything on camera. Ugh. This boy probably doesn't even know what I mean by not hacking as much. And the thing, if you guys want to know about the school I go to, Westland Christian Academy, you can't actually say the word crap or you'll be in some trouble. And before any of you start saying, oh, Hummet, hot laptop, give my chest sway. So yeah, you can't say words like crap. You have to really watch what you say compared to normal. Now, here's the thing that my father taught me. He didn't care what I said as long as the words came from the Bible. Except for one phrase, which initials are GD. And let me spell out for you. GODDANN. Now, that phrase would get my father mad. I'm sorry I'm wasting your guys' time right now. Really am. I felt like I was about to start coughing again. Yeah, I can't do too terribly long due to me wanting to hack up a lung for the 80th time. Oh, and I bought this from jjgames.com. My new Cobalt Game Boy Advance SP, which I'm playing Pokemon Emerald on. And I'm having fun with it because I play Pokemon a lot through my younger days. Even now, I'll play it on occasion. Especially if I don't feel like playing like my PS3 or my PS2. And there's a reason I got myself a new PlayStation 1, the first one. And my capture card will actually hook up to my PlayStation 1, which is astounding, let me tell you that. So yeah, the PlayStation 1 was only $25. This Game Boy was like $45. JJGames.com has a lot of relatively good stuff. It's for the love of well, a lot of they don't have like PS4, Xbox One, but they have like PS3, Xbox 360, and about near every console I've ever seen with the word Sega in front of it. They also have the original Xbox. They have the Wii. They have the NES, the SNES, if I remember correctly. They've got Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. They have the Nintendo DS, but they don't have the 3 or 2DS. Sorry if it's scaring you for why I have to do my eyes for it to stop. Yes, well, they got a lot of good stuff. You can find some old games you have fun with. You can even buy Blade consoles. But I wait for the price drop on the NES. It's like last time I looked at it was like $50. And like I said, my PlayStation 1 was only like $25. The slim version is like $33. Prices are relatively good to be honest. And especially if you look on Amazon, you might find stuff that'd be like, Sky say you looked for the old Xbox game Morrowind from the Elder Scrolls series, and it has, and there was one asking for $100. No, I'm not paying for that much, and neither is he. Oh, by the way, I showed you guys that was the house phone. This is my Nintendo DS XL. A big bugger, but dang it, I have big freaking hands. So for me, that actually takes both hands. While the Game Boy here, I can pretty much play it with one hand. I need to get a new Game Boy Advance because my last one stopped charging. Really, my friend Jasper found his old Game Boy, his little Game Boy Advance, the one that's in a flip version. There's only one problem with those with that version of Game Boy Advance. That their real problem was they didn't have like built-in lights like the SP does. And by that I mean, let me show you guys. I don't know how well you can tell. See how bright the screen is? Now this is the normal Game Boy Advance screen. And push the button, there's the light. Takes a little extra battery power, but you know, it's all good. My pokies, let me show you them. I know the internal battery's dead. It's been like that for a while. Grinding up in the sky, Pilla. My team, Asteraichu, Game Part, the Swampert, Tank the Agron, Quintus the Shellgun, Lazy King the Slack King, Alakazam, aka Kaz. And quickly get a look at them stats. And them attacks. Just thought I'd show you guys. If you're wondering, I'm grinding up for the Elite Four. Because that's going to be a bitch of a battle. Another cup of water. A swig of water for the sick man. I got that from Stone Cold Steve Austin from his the Steve Austin Show, his podcast at podcast1.com. Or you can just go to your podcast app, and for me, the only time I can find his podcast through my podcast app, because I have an iPhone 4. Yeah, like I was saying, is I just go to Jericho's podcast. Talk is Jericho. Just put TIJ, which will give you Talk is Jericho, which is Jericho's podcast. And I go to Related at Podcast 1. I'll scroll through. I'll find the Ross Report. Roddy Piper's Pit. Like I said, the Ross Report was Jim Ross, the white meat babyface from Oklahoma. And who else has a podcast? As mentioned, Jericho. Well, Stone Cold has 2 shows. He also has Unleashed, where everything's uncensored and all the 4-letter words fly. They fly like it ain't nothing on a shoestring, like a shoestring on a chicken wing, as Stone Cold says. If you're wondering what I'm looking at Shaggy failed at stopping additional breakings from a dragon from noticing them. And while you guys are going to go and say spoilers, this is an old freaking show, not Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Popped my neck and that felt good. Jesus, why? I'm already at 23 minutes. How did I get this far along? Oh yeah. By the way, there's only one thing I'm missing for my PlayStation 1, and that's a memory card. I have plenty of spare. Well, I got the power cable. My capture card can hook up to my PS1. I got plenty of cables to hook my PS1 up to TVs in this house. 2 of them, the one in my room and the one in the living room right there. And what else? I can hook up a PS2 controller to the PS1. You know how I don't even have to order a controller. I can just use my PS2 controls, which is actually perfect. I ain't gotta spend that much more money. I just gotta order a capture card, then I'd actually be pretty golden. I'm thinking about ordering Sniper Elite V2. V1's out of stock. V3 is a bit too much money. And I don't get paid until like the 3rd. And Mommy doesn't me so much for buying games. Well, a thing is, it's my money, and I'm using it now. It's my money, and I want it now! Here's the thing. She will make me, like, pay half of the bills. So, if a bill's, like, no, I mean, like, you can add the internet, the power bills, the water bill, the house bill, all that. She'll take those bills, cut them, all of them in half, the phone bill and all that stuff. Is that ketchup or blood? I cannot tell. Like I said, she'll add those up. Then whatever it adds up to from how much is in my account is going to be removed. And she makes me pay tuition, school tuition, and I have a car note that comes out. Tuition is $250. Well, the car note is $265. The highest my half for the bills ever was is at like 800. It's either 800 or $830. Yeah, that's a lot of money. The lowest it has ever been, and usually has been staying somewhat close to, is $500, which is relatively good. But for me doing the math, well, I'm still left with a good sum of money, but still, I have to go through the cost of paying for myself, going to, like, say, Hardee's, going to the grocery store. One thing that usually makes my grocery store bill so big when I go to the Dollar General is because I pick up a movie or two, and they'll be like $8 a pop. It ain't too much when they're less, but usually it matters like how many I pick up. I felt a cough coming on. For you guys that are wondering what happened to the Lost Laugh podcast, right now, Aaron, as you guys know him as Thingamajig, he has not been online for like 22 days on PS3. So, because of that factor, plus my internet's been crap, so I haven't really been able to be like, hey, you want to do Lost Laughs? And usually, whenever me and him could really chat up, Mom's probably home. She'll complain that I'm being too loud. She'll complain that I will change the mic because I'll change my mic from the audio going in my headset to coming out the TV, so you guys can hear Aaron. Also, you can follow Aaron on Twitter at okay, all right, yeah, you can follow him at, it should be Abel525. Let me look that up real quick. Aaron, Storm. Come on, Twitter, you shouldn't be this low. Message, don't care about that. Don't care about that. Yeah, it's Abel525. Capital A, capital B, lowercase ELL, and the numbers 525. So if you guys want to get in touch with Aaron, that is his Twitter account. Follow him there, text him if you want. Well, mine is Quentin T4 Wheels. It is literally the same as my YouTube channel in name-wise. I'm trying to think about, is there anything else I should tell you guys while I got this thing going? Me and my mom talked about it, and we're going to go back to DSL at some point. And if you guys wonder why DSL, for one, it's unlimited internet, and two, If we get if it gets slightly cloudy, if we get the lightest sprinkle of rain in the world, our internet will go out. This crappy satellite internet. So yeah, due to that, pretty much just that reason, at some point we're going to go back to DSL, and when I start getting the feeling better, guys, or tonight if I remember to, I'll start uploading some videos I got ready. If I'm still awake, that is. From how I'm feeling, I just might go to sleep. After this. I'm going. I'm doing the Iron Man challenge on this. What message did that mouse boy read for his face to go that red? Did it have pornographic messages on it? If you guys are wondering, I'm saying Tom and Jerry right now. And it's a little mouse boy they're doing like the French thing. The little gray mouse boy has to do a message delivery to Jerry's, I guess, girlfriend. Just for saying that's good. The fact that I'm still like, what just fell? What just freaking fell? And I'm home alone 'cause mom's on night shift. Yay! And my mom will even make me do things even though I'm sick. Even when I felt weak as could be. Have you ever been sick and you felt so weak, standing up made you feel like your legs were about to snap into so many pieces? They made peanut brittle jealous. I was at that point. I felt that weak. But I've gotten to feeling better than that. My arms felt so much weaker at the time. I had absolutely no energy. And like I said, yet another problem came back, so let me give you this one description. I'm going to have fluids coming from my groin. And I mean like sorry for you guys to see that. Actually got to hack something up. Not a wonderful sight for you guys, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, and by fluids coming out of my groin, it's more like in the fold of my leg, my left leg, between my leg and where my groin is, right down on the side of it. There's a spot that comes up every now and again. It's not a horizon. The thing will be uh, about as long as my thumb, and about freaking this wide. So it ain't small, and from what I felt earlier, feels like it's already draining all that bad blood. And when I first had this, when mom took me to the doctor's office, I was told if it was any worse, I'd be in emergency care. And from my walking pneumonia, from what I had last time, which was, like I said, April of 2012, I actually had a chance to die from it. And I'm basically being hit with both right now, so I'm pretty sure life is telling me to eat crap and die right now. Life just hates me. I cannot win. I can't even really send text messages to people right now because apparently someone messed up doing their job at AT&T. And my mom can't receive my text messages, so I can't reply to her when she asks me, have I done this? Have I checked the dogs? Have I fed the dogs? Are the dogs still alive? Jerry, you too easy. And you got too many backup hoes. Not a good thing, bro. Now this boy is pissed. Oh yeah, and like I said, there's still a lot of videos coming for you guys. Because I've been sick, I have not been chopping them up or anything. I've been keeping my laptop off. And like I said, when I have this thing hooked up to the charger, it'll, for no reason, turn itself off. Life, why do you hate me? Why? Moving on. How has your guys' day been? Good? Good. Where's the charger at? Oh, you know, because I'm in this one, it's 40 minutes. Oh, yeah, and like I said, I've also been playing my PS3 because I'm going to go crazy if I keep watching the episodes I've already watched like several times. My mom doesn't get that. Even sick, I'll still play games. Because I can only watch the same episode so many times. And I've already watched most of my DVDs a number of times. The only ones I have not really watched multiple times are some of the horror ones that I have not seen before that I'm saving to watch with friends. If they're ever back over, that is. And then, oh yeah, one thing Jasper says, Sky, main thing Sky's been stuck home for is because he can't really hang out because his mom is, she got a flu shot and she got sick. So, he's been, okay, wow. So he's had to go home and stay home to take care of her. And Sky is basically Jasper's driver. And Jasper says, he can't stay with me. With, spelled it W-I-D-Y, man. Can't stay with you, man. While you seek. So yeah, him and me originally planned for him to be over this weekend. And as if you guys didn't know, as of recording this, this is the first month, 25th day of 2015. 10 days ago was kind of depressing for me, actually. Cause why is the 15th depressing for me? That's my dad's birthday. For you who don't know, my dad, Ralph Wayne Webb, passed away December 11th, 2011. 5 a.m. that cold Sunday morning. I only cried for 5 minutes. Regained my composure. Called the family. I've already called 911 before that. Called the family. And yeah, it was just a hard time getting over losing my dad. Didn't take my mom long though. Took her a few months, reveals she has a boyfriend already. And she's pretty much constantly disrespected my old man a number of times. One thing she says, your dad didn't teach you anything, did he? I know, biblically, you're supposed to love your parents. You're actually supposed to pretty much love everybody. But you have no idea how much I want to smack my mom for some of the stuff she's done. My dad used to be in the military, stationed over in Germany during the unofficial Vietnam War. And I'm looking where his picture is supposed to sit, and it ain't there. Mom moved it like a year or so ago. Pissed me right the frick off. Dogs. So yeah. And she's been trying to get rid of every evidence of my dad. She got rid of his clothes, which actually some of my relatives actually wanted a piece of clothing or two. So she been a jerk to them for not even considering if someone wants some of dad's clothes, but she'll refer to dad by his first name and go Ralph, or in most cases she'll refer to him as when she's talking to me she'll go, well, your dad. My mom says I've had a not a normal life. Who says that to their own son, your life ain't normal? What is it, size? Is it being in the dog business? What? What makes my life not normal? What is your definition of normalcy? Because everyone is different. There is no normal unless you're talking about if it were a perfect world. But it ain't. And I told my mom earlier today, I think one of the reasons why I have such bad memory is because as a small boy, because out on the front porch, there's a side porch. There's like a swing thing there. I woke up out of it after a nap one time. My feet stopped moving and I fell head first and I landed on the brick step. Rolled, fell on the other brick step head first. I mean like the top of my head. Rolled one more time and my top of my head landed on the concrete carport. If that don't screw up your brain in some fashion, what just happened then? And my mom says she thinks that's probably happened to a lot of people. Now, let me ask you, how many people yet have rolled and fell again like that? Fell head first on the brick step, fell head first on the other, rolled and fell head first onto the concrete carport. In the comment section, tell me, if you made it this far, you're awesome. 2, you tell me if you or someone you know has went through that exact same process. Another reason I think I have memory problems is because I've been knocked in the head, mainly by a basketball. Strange enough, I only get hit in the face when I'm wearing my glasses. If Tom moved the axe, switched the way the blade was, this would be one bloody, ugly cartoon. I know I'm not centered. Not Try to make it somewhat standard so some people don't complain. You are not singing in your own video. What's wrong with you? The blackness was me rubbing my thumb across the top. Let's not touch Shell's battery left. Screw it, I'll go for an hour. But wait, like I said, I can do everything but save on my PlayStation 1. I got games to play. Some of those games I actually also have downloaded on my PS3. And I play them both for YouTube to show if there's any actual differences. But I think for me to even play them on my capture card, I have to lower the quality. Because I have the quality as high as it will go. And that's why the videos are such pristine HD quality for you guys. And even though this is literally 3 seconds after my mom called telling me to turn off the internet because I'm over my allotted amount of the 15 gigabytes. If you guys gotta ask what I've done, lots of YouTube videos. Why? Like I said, I'd go crazy if I kept watching TV all day like I've been. So I'm not gonna go for an hour from what I'm feeling. And that's a no, there's not gonna be a follow-up video. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed some stories from my life. I hope I didn't depress any of you. I'm really sorry if I did. Remember, keep up a stiff upper lip. Remember, smile for yourself. Don't smile for other people. Don't change yourself for other people. If people don't like you for the way you are, they're not good friends. People should like you for the way that you are. If you're so willing to change yourself for other people, whether it be for peer pressure or what, but in my book, that makes you a fake person. Because that ain't you being. I know I jump to stuff randomly. That's to more or less keep the conversation interesting and more or less alive. So yeah, if I give you guys my little feelings about that. For me, I'm a Christian, and for any of you that go, well, prove me the power of your religion or any of that. God has nothing to prove to you. There's nothing really to prove to you what God can do or whatever He wants to do. If you start belittling people for having faith in something, leave them alone. At least they have faith. They can put faith into something, because for some people, faith also, in some cases, faith is their hope. Hope is all they have. Without hope, really. Some people, hope, like I said, hope is all they freaking have. Don't be a dick to them. No matter what they believe in, I'm not going to shove a Bible down your throat to make you believe in Christianity. I mean, and don't go stereotypical, but I mean some Christianity down here in the South. I live in Alabama. I'm not talking about being Catholic. We ain't got fathers like the Catholics. We have brothers. Like the headmaster of the school, Brother Don. So yeah, guys, remember, be nice to each other. What goes around comes around. Karma does not know a expiration date. Karma is just gonna serve you what you deserve. Just be a good person. I do my best to be a good person to people. I don't try and be a jerk to people, but I'll be honest with them. And look at, I'm not gonna lie to your face unless given a reason, like I've been promised to say this line to grandma because mama has Alzheimer's, kind of bad Alzheimer's, and gotta say like, well, gotta get home, gotta make sure dad's okay. Where's Ralph at? He's taking a nap, mama. That kind of stuff. That's about the most I have to really lie, but then again, I'm rarely around mama. Last time I was around mama, that it was Christmas. Before that, it was months, depending on years since I've been around mama. And at times my mom had forcefully taken me with her to see mama. She says if she ain't gonna have fun for the weekend, neither are you. So yeah, guys, while I'm hacking up a lung again, and please, y'all, just remember. Well, here's the thing: you can preach to me about your religion, your atheism, whatever. I believe in what I believe. Oh, my friend's guy pointed out you're gonna have to change yourself for God. But to explain to him why I said change yourself for no one, I'm not changing myself for Sky. I'm not changing myself for Jasper. I'm not changing myself for my own freaking mom. I wasn't even gonna change myself for my own father. I don't change for people. And remember, be who you really are, even if it's weird. As long as you're being you, that's actually the most people can actually ask for. Because you're not being fake. Remember that. Be real with people. Don't be wearing your mask. And I don't mean that ugly joke. God, by God, Alex uses that joke too much. If you guys are wondering, Alex is a little kid that comes to Westland with the rest of us. Alex is the grandson to Brother Don. The grandson to the principal. So he feels really self-entitled being a Westland. And he even tries to order a senior like myself around. Oh yeah, and Alex's daddy, Jonathan Lee, the police officer. As a part of a team, I've actually got wins over him in a basketball game. I also have loses to him as part of a team in a basketball game. even wants some matches with him. He's an alright guy. And he's also the coach, so for you guys, that's if you go, he's breaking the rules. He's the coach, and what he says goes. Yeah, and there's certain people in my school I promise myself I'll never team with again for certain reasons. Tomorrow is Monday, and Mom says she wants me to go back into school even though I'm still sick. You heard me right. And my son won't let me drink in class. And I'm pretty sure she won't let me do that even though if I'm sick. Yeah, I was again looking up at Tom and Jerry. Yeah, so they don't really give exceptions to anything in that school. You only have one time before break. Before you can go a break, you are able to go to the bathroom and get yourself some water or both once. Then after you come back, you can't go again until after break or during break. So for me, will suck. But thankfully, I have all my books with me. Why my mom would send me back to school while sick is she doesn't want me to fall behind books enough to where I will not graduate. Graduation's in May, people. May is the month after April, right? I can't remember. So yeah, almost been an hour. Wow. If you guys made it this far in, you're out freaking standing. I hope I didn't kill any of your guys' moods. By the way, I'm 18 years old and I never had one day in my life. I've been mainly in my house for most of my life. I never had much of an incentive to go anywhere else. Was on my phone? No. Yeah, I didn't have much incentive to go anywhere really. So I just wanted to stay home. Whoever fell did not fall there. So yeah. Excuse me. So yeah. I never had one date. I never had one girlfriend. And I'm 18 years old. Next time I do this, scratch that. By the time those two are back here at my house, or even one of those two are back here at my house, I'll be probably freaking 70 years old. Then forgot who they were because I ain't seen them in so long. Japtev? Yeah, I know you're Jasper. Come on, man. When I was learning his name when I first went to Westland, I called Jasper Japtev. I have no idea why. Like the Wizard commercial. So yeah, guys, I hope you somewhat enjoyed at least, if not just enjoyed this mostly talk about my life, why I ain't been uploading, all that other good stuff. It's been an hour, and I will see you guys Hopefully, in my videos I've recorded and got chopped up right. Ow. See you guys then. Bye. Leave a like, subscribe, and leave a like just to show your support. And I will see. I already said that. You can follow me on Twitter, Quentin4Wheels. You can follow Aaron at Aaron. No, it's at Abel525. See you guys there. Bye.